You know, it's funny. The best part of the summer for me is that we're getting closer to Christmas.
Yay! That's my birthday.
I think last week I checked, it's 50 weeks until Christmas. No, 30 weeks until Christmas.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
And
Okay.
by the way, can you send a link or can you show me how to get to the link to pay my
Oh, sure, of course.
subscription?
That's a great question. That is a great question. I honestly don't.
I get an
I couldn't
email.
find the link on the
So
website.
does it send you a notice when it doesn't go through? Does it give you a link when you?
No, I know like I'm due like around this time of the year, somewhere in July, June, July.
Uh-huh.
So I went ahead and went online, but I couldn't find a link on the website.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you for updating on. I tell you what, let's not worry about it because if you know what, if you don't get charged this month, that's on me. So I will.
No, I
Because
do it yearly, so
oh, you do it yearly. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
whenever.
Okay, well, I will go and look because I don't know if I have to do it manually or what. I haven't actually come to that with Go High Level yet. So because that was with the new platform. So let me there should be a place to update payment, but I might have to do some research on that. But thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder. And I will look into that.
How are you
Thank you.
doing, Clay?
I'm great. I'm phenomenal. So good. So good. Lots to talk about, and we are rolling. So let's start actually with you, Malika, since I haven't seen you in a little bit. Do you have something to sing for us tonight? Or you said you had some testimonies. I'd love to hear that. That is a great way
Yeah.
to start.
So I had a lot. So you've been encouraging me a lot, like when I come on, so that some of the things that I think are like, my mind is being renewed about my voice and the voice that is coming forward. And one of the things that really like brought it to a crescendo is I've been going to some events like worship nights and a part of like the LCU community. And there are some people who've already been a part of the worship academy, and so they'll be on their guitars and they'll be singing, and the Lord would just like meet me. They were just beautiful songs, and you can tell it's like coming from the pureness of their heart. Whether they're singing an original or they're singing like like something from Brandon Lake or something. And because I've been around it so much, I was just making a smoothie like last week. And all of a sudden, I'm listening to William Augusto, just like some instrumentals in the morning sometimes, just to clear my head. And I started singing like my own worship song. And I was like, it really is simply coming from the heart. And
Amazing.
that's the testimony because it's continuing to, the lies are getting smaller the more I'm not striving as much like, oh, how do I get my voice? It's like the Lord is like bringing it out little by little, and and I recorded it this time,
Oh,
so
nice.
I can
Is
either
this
play
is
it.
this a is this a personal recording or is this a recording you'd like to share?
I can share it. It's literally one verse, kind of like said
I
over.
would love to hear it. I'd love to hear.
Okay.
Do you know how to add it to the chat, or you can,
Oh,
or
that's a
you
good.
can, or you can text it to me? Either
Yeah, I
way.
can text it to you. Hold on.
All right.
Share. Beth.
Uh, put both of us in the text, and if
Okay.
you need my number, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I need your number.
Okay. It's let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
686
686
248.
248.
Wait a minute. Is it 248? Don't get me the line. Don't get me the line. I always forget because you know what I do? 248.
You don't call yourself, to be
Okay,
fair.
there it is. There it is. It's 682. I was adding my number with her number. 682
Yeah.
248.
248.
And I tell you what, I'm going to put the rest in the chat because this is going on YouTube. So
Oh,
let me
I
just
didn't think. I'm so sorry.
682 248. Nah. Oh, I will not say it, but there it is in the chat. There we go. It's in the chat.
Everyone's gonna be like, I
Yeah, right.
got it. That's so funny. All right, got it. And then you said add Beth.
Yep. Hmm.
I don't know.
And then once I get it, I can share.
I do not know why. I could swear I had her number in here.
No?
I think I don't know if I saved it, so I'm just gonna send it to you
I
first.
tell you what, it'd be good to have it. Let's see. Hers is.
Yeah, because I know I have. Hold on, let me just go to my messages really quickly, Beth. I sent it to someone, but I don't. Maybe I just did not.
That one's Beth right there.
Do you have what I just sent you?
I did put Beth's in the chat if you need it.
Oh, perfect. It literally same area code. Okay, yay.
Actually, different area code.
68. I just saw 682.
Hers is 812.
Oh, so are you telling me I had the wrong one? This is the one I gave. Okay, never mind. That's a whole nother conversation. For the singing lessons.
Yeah, that would have been. It would have been.
Oh, it would have been your number. Okay. I see.
Maybe that's.
I had your number. Technically, I was sending it to the girl, and I thought it was
gotcha.
Beth's.
Okay.
We're good now. We're good now.
Good deal.
Thank you for sending me both because it's going to be good to have both.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you get the message just now?
I did. I did. All right. Perfect. Okay, let me share my audio. Actually, let's just see if we can, if I play it here, let's see if you guys can hear it.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I haven't come up with a full song yet, so don't get too excited.
I'm one of those. So it's funny when I was a kid, they were building a lot of houses in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I used to go when they would frame them up, like, because the house would usually get framed up in the first few weeks. And like as a kid, we used to go and walk around in framed houses, right? And I could never see it. Like this is a bunch of sticks, like you know. But when it comes to songs, I actually totally see it. Like when the frame goes up, I'm like, I see it. So I can't.
Oh, okay. That actually makes me kind of excited because I was like, is he going to be like, I'm not there yet. I don't know. Okay.
No. All right. So let me know if you guys can hear this. Do you hear that?
It's like a little low.
Was it low? Okay, hang on. Let's just do this. Let me share the audio. And stereo high fidelity. Let's try again. All right. Did that?
Yeah, that was much louder.
Okay, here we
and
go.
A little bit more embarrassing when you hear your cell phone voice. Someone gave me rest for my soul. Come and sit with me, I want you to know. Jesus is his name, he's available. So come and hear my heart, here's my testimony. Someone gave me rest for my soul. Come and sit with me, I want you to know. Jesus is his name, he's available. So come and hear my heart, here's my testimony.
Oh my gosh, that is good.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I was making a smoothie, Clay, and I was like, whoa, I love the Lord, because it's just ringing in my heart, so true. That sounds good.
So that's kind of that. So the chords that were there wasn't quite lining up with your melody, but your melody is awesome. And so I love that you just sung what you felt and not try to match it with those chords. Cause like this, so
Jesus is his name. Makes me sing it faster a little bit. and sit with me. I want you to know.
I want you to know. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. And we can even slow it down just a touch.
Yeah.
Come sit with me. I want you to know.
Yeah,
And so
that's
what I'm almost thinking too is like letting there be a pause. Come and sit with me. I want you to know.
It sounds so good, Clay, when you did that. Yeah. It's like I felt, you know what's crazy when you're doing this? I feel it again. I feel what was on my heart again.
So it has some real classic remnants. And I think, and oddly enough, if I'm not mistaken, I think I sent you some, like, it feels like some of the inspiration songs I sent you, because there was one I sent you called
Oh, yeah.
Your
Love is extravagant. It's extravagant. Yeah.
Is extravagant. So it's that same kind of feel. So I love having a pause after each phrase. And then pause.
Oh.
And I mean, if you put in like a piano thing in there.
Wow, that sounds so good.
And there could be like a call and response where. I mean, whatever the melody. That is gorgeous. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So next week. I've
got an assignment.
I'll tell you what. So here's your assignment. Because next week, because here's the thing. I want you to go as far with this as you want to go. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to, do you have a metronome app on your phone?
Yes, but I haven't used any instrument. I'm still afraid of instruments.
Well, so metronome is just a clicker. So like it's
Oh, is it smart metronome?
So if you do an app search in the App Store for Frozen Ape, the name of the app is called Tempo, but there's several apps that are Tempo. But this is just simply, and so here's the assignment, right? But actually,
Tempo Lite?
Yes, Tempo Lite. Download that. So you'll use that at some point, but we're going to take your recording next week. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to come up, if there's anything else that you have to come up with it. If there's any other lyric, but I'm even if you have nothing, like if you come back and go, I couldn't think of anything else, just that one thing, I'm going to show you a super amazing, mind-blowing way to take this song to whatever level, okay?
Oh my God, that's
We've
what I
talked about
wanted.
it. Huh?
That's what I wanted. I needed help, like, going further. Like, that's...
Okay, so if this is so, like, because the thing is, you've got a lot right there to roll with. And here's the thing: that little thing that you talked about, because this is what I want you and others who are interested in writing to pay attention to in the ether of just heaven songs or whatever. Because there was a time, like most of the time when I write a song that just comes to me, it's usually the first thing in the morning. Like, and so I'm trying to think of here it is. Okay, so this is really fun. You might actually recognize this if you've ever had this as your ringtone. On the iPhone. Does that sound familiar? You've ever heard that?
I think I've gone past it. Never made it my ringtone.
Well, that was my wake up ringtone for the longest time. All right.
Oh, really?
So just to kind of give you an idea of being listening in, when you're hungry for songs and you're meditating, like when I literally woke up, like this literally happened as I was waking up. I was hearing that ringtone, and I'm basically giving a rough idea of it. And this is what came out, no lie. Your presence is like a sweet, sweet fragrance. Your goodness is overwhelming me. And all I wanna be is sitting at your feet. 'Cause your presence is like a sweet, sweet fragrance. I mean, so just off of that whole thing came out of that idea. So here's the thing.
So beautiful.
Allow those things. And here's the deal. Do not even worry if you're doing it to another song. Because the progression of any given song, progression being just the chords, those are absolutely up for grabs. I mean, there are literally a million worship songs that have this progression. I could write a worship song to this progression, 'cause I've heard it 1,000 times, whatever. Or slower. My God is a mighty fortress. I mean, whatever. So here's the thing. When we really kind of demystify writing, it really is just getting and allowing our mind to get inspired because you experienced it. Stuff just started flowing out. And that's the key to writing. It's not like going through a lot of writing classes, which don't hurt, by the way. They're always great. And especially like when you kind of pedal on the intuition side of it, learning kind of the practicals is also good. But next week, if you have anything else, because the thing is, I don't want to jump the gun, because if you're like, I'm still marinating on it, I want to still see if there is something else to be experienced on that, then please do that. But if you're at a place where like, I actually would like to see where we could take it, then I'm going to show you next week a amazing tool that will help do that. It'll blow your mind.
With metronome?
So metronome is basically to help you get some, like, for instance, to get the speed of your song. Like, in other words, these are just really, really great for, when I'm writing and I'm trying to get what's that tempo, I'll tap it into tempo. So I'm like, oh, I know that's, so I had it at about 65 for your song. So that's just kind of where we get the speed. And down the road, there'll be other uses as well. Because a lot of times I'll practice on a metronome, but these are just really, really great tools, especially for exercises. Like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. If I'm doing that exercise, or so a lot of times it just helps us with rhythm. But hang on to that. You won't need it so much for this one because we're gonna go another way. But next week I've got your recording. But next week, if you have anything to add, we'll add to it. But even if not, we're gonna take that and we're gonna see what we can do with that, because that you need to push to the finish line and record. Now, did you record that on your phone?
Yeah,
that really sounds good.
It wasn't even like anything special. I just literally went to voice memos and I was like, I should say that again, maybe. And then because I was making my smoothie and I was like, oh man, I can really feel like.
Anytime those ideas happen, you did the right thing. Anytime those ideas happen, grab your phone, because you will forget. That ether will fly right by you. And you know what? It's happened to me before where a song came to me and I let it fly by. I didn't record it. And then I heard somebody record that song. Like it seriously happens. It's literally flying in the air. And if it doesn't,
spirits coming and hovering over and do you want it? All right.
Yeah. No, it's like wandering the earth to and fro to see who, because basically these songs need a carrier. They want a carrier, and that's the thing. It's like, we don't write these songs. We don't. They write us.
The Lord brings them.
Seriously. That's the truth. And we prepare we prepare for it by learning languages. In other words, if you want God to speak to you in English, you got to learn English. If you want God to speak to you in Spanish, you learn Spanish. If you want God to speak to you in melodies, you sing songs and you listen to songs. You're learning a language.
Oh, that's
So the more songs you listen to and absorb into your mind, the more melodies will come.
wow. I love this so much.
That's amazing. Man, I love that. Okay, we're gonna turn that into something. That's super awesome. Amazing. Well done. Very, very good. All right, Han, let's move on to you. Did you work on your harmony sheet?
Yes, I have a harmony sheet and I have a song. Which one you want first?
Good. All right, what would you like to do first? It's up to you.
Well, I have a Celtic song. It's kind of fun, but it's high. But yeah, you tell me where to start.
Let's listen. Yeah, let's listen to it. I want to hear you sing.
We're walking in the air. We're floating in the midnight sky. The people down below are sleeping as we fly. I'm holding very tight. I'm riding in the midnight blue. I'm finding I can fly so high above with you. Far across the world, the villages go by like trees. The river and the hills, the forest and the streams. Children gaze, open mouth, taken by surprise. Nobody down below believes their eyes. Surfing in the air, we're swimming in the frozen sky. We're drifting over icy mountains floating by. Me swooping low on an ocean deep, rousing up a mighty monster from its sleep. We're walking in the air, we're dancing in the midnight sky. And everyone who sees us greets us as we fly. Walking in the air, we're walking in the air. That's it.
I love that. Is that Celtic Women?
Yeah, it's by Celtic women.
What is the name of that song?
Walking in the air.
Walking in the Air. Okay. I want to reference it. Oh, that was so beautiful. I love your tone up there. Walking in
Yeah,
the
I
air.
tried to transpose it, but I wasn't able to do it on the iPad. So I just
Right.
had to
Yes,
do
iPad is
it
tricky.
that way. It's a little high.
let's see where. Ooh. Oh, there's a. Okay, let's do. So is it? I see a version by Aurora. Let's look at Celtic woman. All right.
I found a karaoke. So well, originally, well, the first time I heard it was by the Celtic Women.
Yeah.
Taco Bell's $5,
I'm gonna find out what key they do it in.
Cravings boxes give you a whole world of
And
taste.
honestly, you know, I love that you keep choosing. I love that you keep choosing Celtic music because all of Celtic consonants are soft, and that's a great way to swing the pendulum. Because you know, Asian consonants tend to be very hard, and this is a great exercise for just softening consonants. So this is really great that you're doing these songs. So you notice like that first. Could you guys hear that? Could you hear that first line?
Yes.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Yeah, so you notice, like, listen to that. Every note all sounds the same. This is one thing that just is noteworthy of Celtic music. So it's like every vowel is the same. We're walking in the air. They're like literally singing everything through the same vowel. Try doing that for me. So try this. Sorry. And glide. And open your lips a little bit. We want to make our ooh through the teeth. That's a perfect ooh. All right. You see how smooth that is?
Yeah.
So we're not attacking any of the notes. We're literally just, it's one big long, like, and again, I keep forgetting the name of that Asian, it's almost like a single string or double string, almost violin. And it's just I don't think it has even frets on it. And it just, and we almost want to think of this like that. So when we say we're walking in the air, it's like literally we're keeping the corners of the mouth in and everything's very narrow. We're walking in the air, but it's all through the teeth. Try that.
We're walking in the air.
Yeah, and you see all those kind of bouncing around. We want to smooth all that out. We're walking in the air. Try it.
We're walking in the air.
Mm-hmm. And glide a little bit more, especially coming down. In the air. Just do those two notes for me. So you hear that you kind of race to it.
Oh, okay.
In the air. Nice and smooth.
In the air.
Even slower. In the air. So right from here, go. Air. Glide real slow between those two notes. There you go. So that's where, you know, really practicing on the glottis. On an ah now, but a narrow ah. Okay, do that again. You see that smoothness that we have there? We want that same smoothness, but we don't want to mess it up with the consonants. So we want the consonants to be soft enough that we get that. We're walking in the air. Good. That was really good. Do that again.
Agreed.
We're walking in the air.
Yeah. Yes, do it again.
We're walking in the air.
Yep, and I think you could slide a little bit more on that minor third. In the air. There, ooh, that was beautiful. We're walking in the air.
Walking in the air.
Yes. Okay. Okay, do you feel like you're literally just hovering in place?
Yeah, well, it kind of feels weird.
Does
but
it feel weird?
sounds right.
Yes, exactly. It is right, and it does feel weird until it doesn't. You know what I mean? But the thing is, that you're like, you know, I don't know how you would describe it, but I describe it as like, I'm literally freezing. It's almost like freeze. It's like a frozen voice. So they might just call it frozen women because it sounds like the notes are frozen in space. ooh. Like there's no vibrato at all. No quick motion of any time. There's no ooh. It's like ooh. Everything sounds like a sine wave. And so that's the thing that really noticed it. And that was really cool. So let's do the next phrase. That's super exciting. Let's try the next one. Where is it? Where are we? Hang on. Oh, it didn't even start yet. Okay, now that was a thing there. Okay. Sky. So that was it. That's one exception to what I just said. They do occasionally do like a bum, and that's very difficult. We'll attack that later. We're not gonna do that little trill yet, but we are gonna do that line. Let's do that line. Floating in the sky. Floating in the sky. Okay, total speech level. Floating in the sky. Do that for me. So this is just the intro one. So just floating in the sky. Floating in the sky. Again.
Floating in the sky.
Floating in the sky.
Floating in the sky.
There you go. That's discipline. That's vocal discipline. So we're not, when we're kind of don't know where we're going, the voice kind of moves around on its own, but we're real deliberate. Floating in the sky.
Floating in the sky.
Good. And the smoother the better. And that's what I want you to practice on. Now, back to that. To the front. Yes, and you notice you had to navigate some registers on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Whenever we're wanting to smooth out a phrase, the best thing to do is to find that singable vowel that we can sing the phrase on without any interruptions. Mm-hmm. In this case, whatever those three. Do that again. And then we sing through that vowel. Floating in the sky. Do it.
Floating in the sky.
Sky. Nice and straight on that sky. Floating in the sky.
Floating in the sky.
Ooh, that was perfect. All right. And again, let me see if I can take the words out of your mouth. It feels weird, but feels right? It feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, the motion feels weird, but the sounds right.
Yeah, so the more you practice that, just hovering, the easier it gets. Let's do a couple more. This is great. Hasn't even started yet, this song. I love this song. Do that one. Do it again.
We're walking in the air.
Good. Next phrase.
We're floating in the moonlit sky.
We're floating in the moonlit sky. Floating in the moonlit sky.
Floating in the moonlit sky.
So the notes are. So it starts out the same as that previous phrase. Floating in the moon. Do that much?
Floating in the moon.
Good. And not floating, but floating. Floating in the moon. Floating in the moon.
Floating in the moon.
Yes. Floating in the moonlit sky. Go that first note. Yeah. So the full notes is da da da, just like the first. It starts exactly like the previous phrase.
Floating in the moonlit sky.
Yes. Floating night sky.
Floating in the moon.
Moon is on the 3. Do it again.
Floating in the moon sky.
Yes. Do it again.
Floating in the moon sky.
Yes. That is really good. Like majorly good. Do it again.
Floating in the moon sky.
So the thing is, Han, you are such a quick study, and we always see transformation, like just a little bit of focus, it just transforms. Now, again, it's starting to feel incrementally more comfortable the more you do it, right? Yeah, once it's kind of like once you start pedaling that bicycle, you're like, okay, this isn't that hard. It's just different. It's new. That is so good. I want to hear a few more. Let's see what the next phrase sounds like. This is such a beautiful melody. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I love it.
People far below.
The people far below.
The people far below.
Yes, the people far below.
The people far below.
Yeah. Yep. And let's see the next one.
Are sleeping as we fly.
Are sleeping as we
Are
fly.
sleeping as we fly.
Are sleeping.
Are sleeping as we fly.
I fly.
Fly,
Fly.
fly.
Yeah, are sleeping as we fly.
Sleeping as we fly.
Are sleeping as we fly.
Are sleeping as we fly.
Yep, keep it nice, almost like you're talking. Are sleeping as we fly.
Are sleeping as we fly.
Good. Yes. Okay. Now, if you go back and watch the video, I'll remember to post it tonight. You'll notice the first time you sang it, your mouth moved a lot. Now your mouth is not moving at all. And it's smoothing out the voice. It's so much cleaner and smoother in doing that. One of the hardest things as a singer to remember is all the articulation happens inside the teeth, not out. In fact, the outside, the mouth actually does more to work against clarity than towards it. I talked a little bit about this last week when I was working on my monologue. I had to continually remind myself, articulate with the teeth and the tongue, not the mouth. Right? So
Oh, that's the trick.
this
I
is,
never knew that. Yeah.
what's that?
I never
Go
knew
ahead.
that.
Right.
It seems completely counterintuitive, but this is where like tongue twisters are super helpful. She sells seashells by the seashore, but if you go she sells seashell, I mean, okay, I tell you what, just try it. I'm gonna have you take turns. Do you know that tongue twister? She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
You know that one, Han? Okay,
Yes.
I want you to do it first, and I want you to use your mouth the first time, like really use your mouth on it.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Now, real fast with your mouth.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
It's hard. Okay. Now I want you to try the same thing just with your teeth and your tongue. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Isn't that much easier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
relaxing.
All right. Malaika, I want you to try it. I want you to do it. You know that one, right? You know that tongue twister.
Seashell, yeah, she sells seashells by the seashore.
Now I want you to use your mouth a whole lot. Just like overuse your mouth.
Oh, I thought that's what I was doing.
No, yeah. Do it again. Do like really use your mouth.
She sells seashells.
Like really
by
fast.
the-
Real fast.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Right? Isn't that hard?
That's a little hard. It's a lot of movement.
Yes. Right. Now, with no movement of the mouth, she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore.
It's much easier, right? It felt, and it actually sounds
She
more
sells
natural too.
Seashells by the seashore. Yeah. that
So
is
whenever
true.
you work on a tongue twister, I'm going to pull up my tongue
That's
twister.
so interesting.
I'm going to pull up my tongue twisters because I've got a good list here.
Oh, you practice with them, right?
Oh, heck yes. They make such a difference. I think they would, I mean, singers and speakers, because articulation is so hard for both singers and speakers, tongue twisters done properly really do help. I'm going to take my list here.
So interesting to me.
Awesome. Let me just grab it here.
Seashells by the seashore.
Where are they? I'll put them up on the screen here once I find them. And I'm going to give these to you. Okay. All right, let's grab this. Copy. I'm going to make this a PDF and then I'm going to send it to you as well. Hang on a second.
Thank you.
We will see. This is what you get when you come to class. See, not everybody gets this stuff.
Yes. I was so bummed I couldn't come last week. My parents were tired. My mom.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. I mean, you get gifts when you come.
I know you do get gifts.
All
I
right.
almost dragged
See,
my
now-
mom to it.
You should. I would love. That'd be
She
awesome.
preferred to eat outside.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right. I am gonna. Okay. Call this. All right. We're gonna. Where should we put this? Boom. All right. Okay. Now, hang on a second. I don't even know where this went. Export as. Oh, wait a minute. Where did this go?
Tell me why.
Oh, I see. Save it. Okay. Where did I put it? Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's funny. I see where it is. Wait. I'll put these up for now, and then I'm going to paste these in the link before the end of the class. But I'm going to put these up just so we can take a look at them. These are fun. All right. And where are we? Okay, here we go. No. Nope. Is this it? Untitled 34? I guess that's what it's called right now, but okay. All right. You guys see my screen?
Yes, fresh
All right.
fish, fresh. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So we got some classic ones here. Red leather, yellow leather. This is again, I mean, as you watch me, like watch my mouth, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. If you try to do that with the mouth, red leather, yellow leather, it's a mess. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. You know, unique New York, you need unique New York. You know, that's, again, you'll find that no matter what the tongue twister you're doing,
Yeah.
it's much easier with the teeth and the tongue. That's why they call it tongue twisters, not lip twisters. She sells seashells by the seashore. We just did that one. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Toy boat.
But see, the reason why, toy, if we go toy with the mouth, we're going to run into problems. Toy, without you moving the mouth. Toy. So use your tongue to make the oi instead of oi, oi. Toy. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boats.
I go to a language class again.
Yeah, right. And then you got vocal resonance and precision. These are the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. This is a great one to do because this one really rolls off the tongue. Again, not using the mouth, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. All right. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. This is another one that we want to use the phrase. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. I mean, it's just going to be a problem. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. When you focus on the teeth and the tongue, that gets a lot easier.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Yeah, there you go. A proper cup of coffee and a copper coffee pot. Try that one.
A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, it's tough. How about you, Han? Try that one. Try number 4.
A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Oh, these will really help you. Now, a little slower. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Yeah, there you go. Good. All right. And let's see. Round and round the rugged rocks the ragged rascal ran. Round and round the rugged rocks around. That one's tricky. Try that one, Malika.
Round and round the rugged rocks the ragged rascal ran.
Yeah, that's good. So
Round,
you
round,
do a pretty good job, Malika, of using the teeth and the tongue, and you notice that you get a lot of articulation when doing that. All right, let's see this one here. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Oh, try that
Oh
one.
man,
Han.
that's tough already.
Try that one, Han.
How can a clam cram in a clean can?
How can a clam? Let's try that first part. How can a clam? Try that.
How can a clam?
Yeah. How can a clam?
How can a clam?
And the thing, the one thing that is probably indicative of like in maybe Korean, you're Korean, right? I'm remembering that right?
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. That's right. That was my second guess. Vietnamese. Vietnamese is okay. This is probably like super racist of me, but are there similarities between Vietnamese and Korean, or are they completely different? They're Asian. They're Asian.
The languages are totally different.
They're totally different, but like the language is. But like one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if it's a Vietnamese trait or an Asian trait, but like ha, like that. When you do like an H, I noticed that there's like this ha, whereas in the West it's more ha. It's not as much of a ha, not an emphasized. So whenever you come across a word that has an H in it, you'll have to keep an eye on the how can a clam, da da da. So it's how can a clam. So put your emphasis on the word clam. How can a clam?
How can a clam?
Yeah, there you go. That's good. How can a clam?
How can a clam?
That was great. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
How can a clam in a clean cream can?
That's so hard. And you almost have to get a little Western. Say am.
Am.
There you go. Yeah. How can a clam?
How can a clam?
Not say almost like you're saying a, but clam.
Am. How can a clam?
Clam.
Clam.
Good. How can a clam?
How can a clam?
How can a clam cram? Wait. How can a clam cram?
How can a clam cram?
Cram. Don't do too much R's. Just cram.
Cram.
Yep. How can a clam cram?
How can a clam cram?
In a clean cream can.
In a clean cream can.
Good. Great. All right, Malika, it's your turn. 6 sleek swan swiftly southwards.
Oh my, you gave me this one?
Yeah, come on.
Swan swam swiftly southwards.
Not so bad. Not so bad. Okay.
6 sleek swans
Yeah.
swam swiftly southwards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, Han, this one's yours. Fresh fried fish. See, this is good. This is good Asian, because Asian like their fish. Fresh fried fish, what? Fresh fried fish,
This
fresh
one's tough.
fried fresh fish. What? All right. Can't wait for you to try that one.
Fresh fried fish, fresh fried fresh fish.
Oh my, you actually did really well there, hon.
That was great. Fresh fried
I would not have. Fresh
That
fried
was
fish,
hard.
fish, fresh
The
fried,
FR
fried fresh fish.
Yeah. So one thing I would say, when you like this one, when you practice this one, Han, instead of going, go fresh. So I would say fresh fried fish, fresh fried fresh fish. Try that.
Fresh fried fish, fresh fried fresh fish.
Instead of go. So like this first word, fresh.
Fresh,
Good. Fresh.
fresh.
Yep. So the difference is instead of pushing air through the F, like we're going
Yeah. Fresh.
fresh. Yes.
Fresh.
Fresh fried fish.
Fresh fried fish.
Fresh
Fresh
fried.
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 Not fried, but fried.
Fried.
It's like we're kind of brushing, we're using the air in our mouth for the F sound. Like holding your breath. See if you can make an F sound while holding your breath completely. It's almost like you're flicking your lip over your teeth. Fried.
Fried.
There you go. Fresh fried fish.
Fresh fried fish.
Nice and short. Fresh fried fish.
Fresh fried fish.
Yep. And fried, shorter on the F on fried. Fried.
Fried.
Good. Fresh fried fish.
Fresh fried fish.
Fish fresh fried.
Fish fresh fried.
Fried fresh fish.
Fried fresh fish.
That was a good one for you to work on. All right. We'll do one more. If two witches were watching two watches, which would watch which watch? That one's you, Malika. You got that one.
Two witches Okay, hold on. If two witches were watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
That's a fun one. I like that one.
That's kind of fun.
Which witch would watch which watch? But if you
Which
do that
witch
one
would
fast,
watch?
but again, if you're going wah 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 wah, if you're doing the mouth with the wah 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 wah,
Oh yeah.
if two witches were watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch? So if you can make the wah wah without
Oh, I
as
was
much,
using my mouth more, wasn't I?
yeah, which
Two
witch
witches
would
were
watch
watching
which
two
watch?
watches. Which watch would watch which witch watch? Sorry.
Which witch
Hold
would
on.
watch which watch?
Two witches were
Yeah.
watching two watches. Which witch would watch which watch?
You notice
It
how
was
like again
easier.
like yeah, so wah is hard, but you can actually make a W sound with the teeth. Wah. Wah.
If
I'm
two
I'm
witches
opening my
were
mouth, but I'm
watching-
not going wah. I'm going
Two
wah.
witches were watching two watches. Which witch would watch which watch?
Yeah.
It sounds weird in my head.
Which witch would watch which witch would watch which watch?
I don't want to be watched by no witches.
Right, me either. Me either. They can watch their watches. Those witches can watch their watches, but don't keep your eyes off me. That's fine. Actually, it keeps them busy. It's good.
Yes, exactly.
Give,
Watch
give
it
the
watch.
witches lots of watches. Amazing. All right, cool. So that's fun. I'm gonna send this over to you guys.
Yeah, please do. I'm actually gonna practice this.
It's really helpful. It's very helpful. It gets us clarity and speed in
like it.
our diction. Helps
That's
a ton.
good. This is gonna help me a lot. I believe it. I believe.
Yeah, I do need it.
I need you. Dynamic sound placement.
Oh, where did I put it? Da, 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 da. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. I am sending it into the chat so you guys can download. You can download it.
Thank you.
Man, we covered some awesome stuff tonight.
You really did.
And that gives us 7 minutes to actually it gives us 3 minutes to look at your harmonies. And then we can do a quick Q&A before we wrap
Yeah,
up.
I can. Let me try to send it in the chat as well.
And I will be on the lookout.
There we go. And this is a chat up. And this is my folder.
Save as. Save as.
This PDF. Do you prefer it in PDF or page?
That's perfect. PDF is great.
Yeah.
I see it. All right, let me open this up.
Just thank you for that.
All right.
Thank you for sending that.
I'm going to go full.
Yeah, thank you for the tongue twisters.
Absolutely. They are so helpful. I have used them many a time. All right, here we go. Let's pull this in. Right.
So I make some changes. I found a number chart. So I kind of make changes based on the numbers. Not much in between. Only
Did it
those-
help having the chord?
Yes. The number. Well, that number one should be by the D. Somehow it got shifted when I converted to PDF. But the last number
Oh, I
one.
see. You put the numbers of the. Oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. You know what? You made me come up with a good idea of taking a number chart and putting okay, you might just be a genius because I never thought of putting the numbers that's just flat genius. Okay, you've just assisted me in teaching this because that is really great to see it above because okay, I want to point out some stuff here. So then sings my soul. When you have a one chord, your one chord consists of a 1 and a 3 and a 5. Now, the melody can either be a 1 or 3 or a 5, but the other two would be the missing. So in this case, the melody is singing, then sings my soul. One chord, melody is singing
That soul is that one is on soul.
Right. Yes. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's close enough. I get the
Yeah.
gist.
Yeah,
Then
shift it.
sings my soul. So the melody's on a 3, which means we need a 1 and a 5, which that's it. Down to the 3 and then down to the 5. My
That number 4 is
I
on
say.
say.
Yes, right. The 4 goes here. My say. Yep. So a 4 chord consists of a 4. Skip the 5, go to 6, skip the 7, back to 1. Yep. And there we go. 1, 6, 4. Savior God.
That number 1 is on
The 1 goes over that. Yep. 1 is a
Yeah.
1, 3, and 5, and it's 5, 3, 1. Yep. How great thou art. So a 5 chord is a 5, a 7, and a 2. And you got all those. How great thou art. 1, 3, and 5. Yep. Then sings my soul. 3, 1, 5. My 1, 6, 1, 6, 4. Da dum da 5, 3, 1. Yep. How great thou art. Yep. 2, 7, 5. How great. Okay, so I'm going to play your harmonies and let's just see what we get. All right, here we go. Let's go down. Then sings my. Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Then sings my soul. Okay, this is interesting. My. All right, so this 6 here, I would probably make a 7. Then sings my soul. My. In other words, so if you look at this 1, we're going from this 1 to this 6. What's in between a 1 and a 6?
7.
7. So we put a 7 there. Then sings my soul, my Savior God. And because we're still on the 4 here, this would be a 1, 6, 4 as well. 1, 6, 4, because we're still on that 4. So think of that 4 extending all the way until we get to that 1. It carries, right? So we're in that 4, and because we have a 4, we know we're in a drop 7. So, da, da, da.
So
Then
that 4 is on safe. So the next one, 7 is in the melody. That 4 is on
I know,
safe.
yeah, this is that tricky one, remember? That you almost have to use your ears, because if we drop the, so if we go da da wait da 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 da, so that one's a weird one. Not gonna lie, we just have to use our ears, and you did it right. 7, 5, 3. Ba, ba, ba. And you know what? Honestly, this works too. This isn't wrong. But, since we're on that 4 chord, that 1, 6, and 4 would be that anytime you'd have a 4. And again, it's not always the case. This is where you would just use your ears. So then sings my soul, my Savior God, or Savior God. In this case, I probably would use the 1, 6, 4.
Oh, okay.
And the 6, 4, 2 is correct. Da da 5, 3, 1.
Yeah, I see what you're saying here.
So we're still on the 1 here. How great thou, how great thou, how great thou, how great thou, how great thou. That's right. I like that you kept them the same. How great thou, how great thou, how great thou art. Yeah, how great thou art. Okay, that's good. How great thou art. Now, this is that how great thou. So the melody is how great. So that would be a 4, which would make that a 2 and a 6. because that is the melody. So how great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how. So if that's a 4, that'd be a 2 and a 6. How, that'd be a 4, 2, 6. Skipping the 7. How great thou art, how great thou art. Great. Then sings my soul, my Savior God. And you did do that 164 here. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. 5 3 1. Yep. How great thou art. How great. Yes. Thou art. You got it. Yep. And this is one of those two. The 164 is correct, but you could also do, a standard drop 7. How great thou art. But I actually like what you did. How great thou art. Awesome. So that's the thing. I think the best way to go is when you've got the chord, and the chord, your primary, where the melody fits the chord, you play the additional notes of the chord. Like for instance, like when you have a 4 that lasts several. 4, see, all of these would be 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, right? So this would be the alternate chord. That's great. And and you see how it's alternating the 4 chord, the 164, 164, right? And then you go to the 1 chord, it's got the 5 3 1. And then it alternates 5 3 1, 1 5 3, right? Those are all 1 chords. And then your 5 chord is 2 7 5, 1 3 5. Your 4 chord is 4 1 6. Those are the notes of the 4 chord. So you did great. That is really, really great.
Thank you.
Well done. Did it help to start kind of filling in the gaps?
Yes, with the number chart, it makes much more sense. So I know what to fill in there. Even when I don't know, but then I play it out, I know what to fill in there.
Okay, so you did good, on this one. So now I want you to, because I want to go through a couple more exercises next week. Pick a song, and we're going to go through it real time using your little method of putting the chords above it. And so I love that. I'm going to try that method because I think that's actually going to aid in teaching it. So you pick the song, and you're gonna like stump the band. You're gonna try to pick a song, and then we'll go through it together next week. Sound good?
Sure.
Awesome. Well, we're 4 minutes over. Let me pray us out real quick, and if you guys have any final thoughts or questions before we wrap, that'd be great. Awesome time tonight. Loved it. Father, thank you for growth and learning. Man, we learned a lot of great stuff. Lord, thank you for letting this go where you would lead it, because I had no idea what we were going to talk about, and I'm so excited about all the subjects. I'm so glad we recorded it, because there's been such great stuff that even I learned tonight. So it's so good. Thank you for that. Keep us safe, and for those who weren't able to come tonight, keep them safe until we get to see them next time. Lord, thank you for Malika and Han growing in their gifts and writing new songs. Super exciting. Lord, we give you thanks and praise for all of it. We give it all back to you. In Jesus' name, amen. If you have any questions or comments before we wrap up, I'll be around for a minute. Otherwise, I will see you next week.
See you next week.
Yeah.
And have a great rest of your week.
You too. Yeah.
Thank you. You too. See you next week.
See you next week.